know what's funny about leadership? From the outside, it looks like big speeches, bold moves, and spotlight moments, but that's not where leadership is actually built. I saw it clearly when I first started Text in Church. People saw the moments when we launched a new product or we landed a big partnership. Those were the headlines, the moments that made it look like we were an overnight success. But what they didn't see were the years leading up to that. They didn't see me staying up late every Sunday night, manually entering names so that churches could follow up with their guests the next morning. They didn't see the books that I was reading, the meetings that went nowhere, or the emails that never got a reply. They didn't see the hundreds of quiet reps that it took to just earn the opportunity for one visible win. And that's how leadership and real success actually happens. People love the story of the overnight success. It's exciting and inspiring, but the truth, almost no success happens overnight. The companies that seem like they came out of nowhere, they usually spent 10 years grinding, 10 years failing, learning, refining, and building that foundation. And then in the 10th or 11th year, they finally hit that tipping point, the moment that the world suddenly noticed. And we call them an overnight success. But it's the same with leadership. You don't become a great leader the day you get a title or a bigger office. You become a leader in the reps, in the small choices, in those unseen disciplines when no one is watching. And that's why one of our core principles that we talk about often at Text in Church is simple. Get 1% better every day. Not 10%, not 50%, just 1. Because that slow, steady growth, that compounds into something really powerful. Something that to everyone else looks like an overnight success. But to you, it's years of quiet, consistent work. Another quote I love from John Maxwell, he says, champions aren't made in the arenas, they're merely recognized there. I love that. Growing up, my dad, he taught me the value of hard work. If you want something, you work for it. And that mindset has served me well for a long time, but eventually I learned that hard work alone often isn't enough because hard work without smart work only gets you so far. Leadership isn't about outworking everyone. It's about becoming someone who can build and multiply impact with and through others. It's about putting in those quiet reps so that when the moment comes, you're ready. And for me, part of working smart is making learning a daily rhythm. When you consistently learn from great minds, past and present, you start seeing problems differently. You start thinking more strategically, and you start leading with more wisdom and clarity. You've probably heard of Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 hour rule. It says that mastery takes 10,000 hours of focused practice. I think leadership works in the same way. It's not flashy, it's not instant. It's slow, methodical, and often thankless for a very long time. But when you stay faithful to the process, the results eventually begin to speak for themselves. Because when the spotlight hits, you won't rise to the level of your hopes. You'll rise to the level of your habits. And those habits are being built right now. Every day, in the conversations that no one claps for, in the early morning that nobody posts about, in the season where it feels like nobody is watching. And I believe that's where real leaders are born. So if you're in a season where the grind feels endless and the breakthrough feels very, very far away, take heart. You're not behind, you're building. You're doing the unseen work that lays the foundation for what's next. When your moment comes, and it will, the world's gonna call it an overnight success, but you'll know better. You'll know it was 1,000 quiet mornings, 1,000 tiny improvements, 1,000 decisions to keep showing up and doing the work. Leadership doesn't happen overnight. It happens every day, and it's happening for you right now. And if you're ready to build the kind of leadership habit that lead to lasting impact, download my free 30-day leadership growth plan. It's packed with practical tools to take less than 30 minutes a day, but the growth, it compounds over time. You can find the link in the description below.